Hi guys. I'm back again. I know I look a little greasy, but I have medication on my face. Anyways, I have another seafood boil. I haven't felt like eating lately, so I'm just eating very, very lightly. I can't help it. Anyway, let's get the thumbnail out of the way, and I am going to dig in. Oh, and I let them get cold. So, how are you all? Today is Thursday. I know I'm a day behind. Don't get after me. I know. Got a little Dr. Pepper. I also have some Brazilian limeade that I made. You can't see it, but this is it. It looked like lemonade, but it's not. I wanted it. I had a taste for it, and I had some limes that was gonna go bad, so I just made a quick little batch real quick. Oh man, y'all. I did my Border Patrol. Now why I lied? Now why I sit up here and told a lie? I did my global entry appointment with Border Control today. So this is why I got my little wig on, because y'all know I ain't really don't be all about no wig, child. But I'm trying to look better. I done threw a piece of meat somewhere. I hate that. That's good meat. I don't know where it went. I'll get it when I get up. But yeah. So global entry, for folks that don't know, is like when you travel internationally. This for when you come back into the US. It just makes things go smoother. And you just, you can look it up. See if that's something you want to do. It costs $100 to do it. It's good for 5 years. With it, you also get a TSA pre-check. So it's an added benefit. It used to take a long time to get it, like months. But I got mine, they approved me the very next day. Now, I also have a sort of government clearance. So I don't know, and, concealed weapons license. So I don't know if they had anything to do with it, or this fact that people not traveling really right now. So it's just everything just kind of light, and it just made it real quick. But I don't know. But if it's something you want to do, now's the time to do it, because it was super quick. I mean, literally. And then by the time I got home from my appointment, which I think this is normal anyway, they had already approved me. So if it's something that you have been thinking about doing, now's the time to do it. Because they're like sitting around with hardly nothing to do, and they're letting people, get appointments really easily. Because when I first did it, they had emailed me and told me that I was, conditionally approved the very next day. Not even 24 hours later, like a few hours later. And then they told me to set an appointment. And so I did. And then once I did, the next day, maybe it was the next day or the day after that, they emailed, I had made an appointment because my airport by my house doesn't, they didn't have any appointments. It just so happened I had an appointment for the airport over in Orlando, and they sent me an email and said that other airports close to my house had some appointments now. And I was like, was there somebody that worked there know me or something? Because this is happening so fast. I was just mind blown because I was telling my friend about it. And she was like, they are really moving quick. And so they got me done real quick. And so they was like, you know, some of your houses open up appointments, and you can reschedule your appointment to the closer airport if you want to. So I did. So I did it today, and that was that. And I'm already done. So y'all, I always try to keep things light and not talk about a lot of stuff, because you know everybody ain't grown, and I don't mean that in a way where, you know, it just, some people can't talk about stuff without getting offended or defensive and all that. But today we're gonna talk about it. Breonna Taylor. Woo. This doesn't make any sense. This stuff doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I ain't gonna get too deep in it because, you know, I can't say a whole lot because of what I do. So I'm just gonna skim on it. But it don't make any sense. It just doesn't. I feel as if, and I don't want to speak from, you know, I don't want to speak for her family, because that ain't right. You don't know what's going on, and I don't know, you know, none of us know what's going on. I'm just speaking from what I have seen personally with, as far as legal matters and stuff. And I just know how some of it goes. Once I felt as if her family took that money, I knew it wasn't gonna go the way we, meaning the public, thought it should go. Now it's not over. So there's more to go. So it's not over. The fat lady hasn't sung. So everybody just needs to relax to see what else is going to happen. Now, you know, there could be more things could happen. Somebody else could take over. And, you know, something else could happen. You know, we don't know. But it's just, it is ridiculous. But I knew as soon as they took that money, that was it. It's just kind of like, to me, when I used to work in trial court, when a defendant takes a plea deal on something, little stuff, yeah. But some big, well, I ain't gonna say little stuff. But anytime you're facing a big time, like a lot of time in prison, never take the plea. Never, ever take the plea. And you don't take the plea because at any point that you mess up on your probation, you're going to do that time. Every penny of it, every single inch of that, you're going to have to do that. And at least in the state I live in Florida, you're going to have to do that. So You might as well go to trial and get a jury a chance to see if they'll let you off. At least you got a fair shot. Well, when you take that plea, you know, if you somebody that's shiesty out here, you know, living on the edge, now if you for somebody that messed up one time, that's a different thing. Excuse me. But if you're somebody that know you're gonna be getting caught up and stuff, never do that. Do not take the plea. And see, that would be a lot of, that would, I feel like the justice system, I ain't gonna say the justice system, but a lot of these people be depending on folks to do is take the plea so they can get you down the road or get you on something else. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, especially when they know it's like repeat offenders, they be knowing. They know they gonna get you. But anyway, we getting off topic. Back to this, to Brianna. But let me tell you, know, I just feel as if had they not have taken that money, this wouldn't have happened. And maybe her family was like, you know, they was cool with it. I wouldn't be cool with it. I wouldn't be resting. I wouldn't rest until somebody was behind bars. It would be no explanation, no kind of way they could explain that to me, that I was gonna be all right with that. Cause they can't no amount of money bring back a person that you done took from me, took out this world. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't, I can't fathom it. I can't. And then the other part was getting me is, not gonna say getting me, but that I've been seeing are these people out here, if we can even call them people. Cause I feel like there's some evil spirits just lurking on earth. After they announced that basically the officers would not be indicted, and that the only officer that was getting indicted was the one that missed. So the one that missed that got indicted. So what's been getting me is the people that's out here on these, news outlets and stuff. You know how people comment on once the news posts a story and all that type of stuff. I just realized y'all can see the top of my head. The public posting on these comments and stuff. Posting on these stories. They sitting around running their mouth saying all kind of hateful stuff. Well, I'm glad they got off. It was a mistake. One person said, well, she shouldn't have been home. Well, they shouldn't have shot at somebody without knowing what their target was. And all this type of stuff. Wouldn't that be the same thing for the officers? Wouldn't that, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about some of the most hateful stuff. It just blows my mind how people just say stuff. And in the minute somebody turned around and turn the metaphoric gun on them, they want to play the victim. I can't stand that. No, baby. Don't play the victim over here. Especially with me. I can't stand that. Cause you big enough to run your mouth, better be big enough to take it. And then you know, when people be letting folks reel them in on stuff, like folks arguing back and forth. You don't even know these people. Why? Why are you letting these people get your blood pressure up, child? And it be a lot of trolls. That's all it is, just trolls. You look at their account, it ain't even real. But you know how I be scaring people? When they call themselves gonna try to say something crazy or off the wall to me, I tell them, of course I'm lying, they don't know me. I be like, I was like, better be careful, you don't know who you're talking to. I can have your IP address and really reveal who you are. And then everybody would know who you are, and I post all your information. I could have it in 2 minutes. Would you like for me to do that? And they usually delete everything. It's so scary. But then be up there talking all this big stuff. Like, what the world? Get somewhere and sit down. What I do, I just hate that girl then died. Just, you know, died. And it won't hold nobody accountable. And then I was talking to one of my friends last night. We was talking about something I won't go into depth about what we was talking about, but the subject of the matter is just about every black officer that has accidentally shot anybody of another race, they have been fired, indicted, and in prison probably all within a year before a year's up. I mean, quicker than you can say it. It's all been done, taken care of. Within 6 months, it's been over and done with. But if it's all reversed, try that like everybody blind, don't nobody know nothing. And I don't get that. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. People just and they're steadily trying to tell the people who are protesting that they are wrong for protesting, or that trying to say that Black Lives Matters are a racist group. My comeback is, do you even know what Black Lives Matter is? Do you know what it stands for? Half of them don't know. They're going off of what he said, she said, what they thought they knew, instead of what it actually is. Educate yourselves, as they used to tell us in Sunday school. Govern yourselves accordingly and educate yourselves. Anyway, let me get off that, because I said I didn't want to get too deep, honey. And folks, you know, that type of stuff get me riled up. Excuse me. Anyway. Did y'all see that story about the man that had eaten I think they said it was a bag of black licorice every day for like a year maybe, and he died? It's not funny. I'm not laughing at that, but it was just crazy that he died from eating a bag of black licorice. But first of all, I didn't know you could buy that all year long. That blew my mind. Unless he worked at like a candy factory or something. I ain't really read the whole article. I just saw the headline. I was like, what? But yeah, they said he died, child. He was eating a bag of black licorice. A bag. Not a couple pieces. A whole bag. So I don't think it had really nothing to do with the black licorice. I think it was diabetes. Took him right out. He probably had developed it and didn't know. And it went unknown for so long. And that's probably what it was. Went into a diabetic coma or something. I don't know. I'm going to look at the article and see. Child, y'all got to be careful out here. I think it was a teenager a few years ago had died for eating nothing but chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Y'all got to be smarter now. Think about this stuff. You cannot sit around eating one type of food and think you're going to be all right. As I eat my crab legs that I've had twice in 1 week. But I've eaten other food. Well, yeah. Sure did. I said, wow. What is going on? In my Bernie Mac voice. Uh-oh. I can't quite get this one. It's awkward. So my crab man came back to work today. I noticed he hadn't been there. Him and this other guy hadn't been there. And he had told me he had been out. He had surgery back in June. He just was now coming back to work. And he was so glad to see me, and I was glad to see him. Y'all have people like that, you know, they work at places and you know, when you realize you ain't seeing them, you be worried about them, like at your grocery store and stuff. And child, sure did. So, my crab man back. Because I was wondering why all the different people who had been in the department back there, even the manager been back there. I'm like, what's going on here? But whatever. Ooh. Anyway, child, I'm about to be done, honey. Oh, y'all, I slept for 11 hours and 40 minutes last night. Because the previous night, I slept for 2 hours. I don't know what it was, but I could not rest. And I was irritable the next day. And I normally get like 9 to 10 hours every night. I get my rest. And I was done. I was so done. But child, I felt so good this morning when I woke up. I did all kind of work today. I participated in a group email. You know I don't do that. I don't be thinking about people, but I sure did. Folks at work didn't know what to think. I said, oh my. But that's that. Then I said I was gonna be done. Look at me and broke off another one. Oh my gosh. That one ain't working out. Anyway, let me get off this thing, y'all. But anyway, I just had that to say. And to tell y'all about my little appointment today. Anyways, guys, I love you. You are loved. Whatever you're doing, be good or be good at it. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.